of barbers on Instagram, this looks like great content, but in reality, it's keeping you from scaling your business. This is actually what your content should look like.
Barbers, if you're serious about scaling your business in 2025.
And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to level up your content, get more views, attract premium clients, and scale your business to 6 figures. Just like all the top barbers who are dominating social media right now. Let's be real, a lot of barbers are great at cutting hair, but they struggle to make content that actually brings clients in. And that's where I come in. For the past 5 years, I've been posting content around barbering, not just to show off my cuts, but to build my clientele and personal brand. This is what's allowed me to scale my business to consistently hit 5 figures a month, and I want you to do the same. If you're just posting raw clips of your fades with no structure, no hooks, and no stories, you're invisible. And if you're invisible, you're broke. It's that simple. The barbers who are fully booked, charging premium prices and building their personal brand aren't just good at cutting hair. They're good at creating content. Look at people like Sam Rascal, Alexi Michael, and Josh LaMonica. They're not just leaders in the industry because they're great barbers, but because they learn how to take their skills beyond the chair and showcase their work properly. They use content to build a brand, launch online courses, and diversify their income, and you can do the same. If you take the time to learn how to create high quality content, you'll attract higher paying clients, charge more for your cuts, and free up more time to scale your business further. It's not just about cutting hair anymore, it's about showing the world what you can do. And I know what you're thinking, before you say, bro, I need a £3,000 camera in a Hollywood studio, no you don't. I didn't even get a camera until 2 years ago, and still to this day, my most viewed video was shot on an iPhone. Take a look at this. Okay, so here we go. Here's my most viewed video. It got me 6.9 million views. Let's see if the insights are still available. Okay, so the insights aren't available. You can see some of the stats. It got me 6.9 million views, 78,000 likes, 125 comments, and 11,000 saves. And that was all filmed on an iPhone. So you don't need a £3,000 camera. And if you think I work in some high-end Hollywood style studio, you'd be mistaken. In actual fact, I work in a shed in my garden in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So if I can do it, what's your excuse? What really matters is how you structure your videos and how you tell your story, and make sure that you keep it engaging so that people keep watching, not the price of your camera. All right, let me give you some free game. Here is a 3-step formula that you need to start implementing right now to start creating professional content as a barber.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to break down for you the 3-step formula to creating professional content as a barber, and this is so easy when you break it down. So there's 3 main steps that you need to take as a foundation. So they are, number 1, you need to start with a hook. This is going to grab the attention of your viewer straight away and make them want to carry on watching the video. And then next, you want to implement storytelling so that it's personal to you and create your own story through your own content. And then finally, you want to add a call to action, and this is directing your followers to take an action at the end of the video. So let's dive in a little bit deeper and tailor these to you. So number 1, we're starting with a hook. You need to tailor it to yourself, and there's 3 hooks that you can do that are just starting off, and these are 3 hooks that I use throughout my whole content. Number 1 being visual hooks. So a visual hook is a constant series of clips showcasing various activities such as walking to a station while utilizing different zoom lengths and camera angles. This approach helps maintain viewer engagement during crucial first 3 seconds of your video. So if you take a look at my Instagram, I implement this so many times. So if you're not following me, make sure to go follow me over there. It's Tim Brace Hair. And I use this visual hook aspect in pretty much every single one of my videos, whether it's me walking to one station or taking my sections at the start of the video. I make sure that within the first 3 seconds of my video, I have at least 3 clips. Doesn't matter if I'm taking the same action from the same viewpoint, but changing the focal length and the zoom length so that adds that dynamic feel. And then secondly, we want to head over to a realization hook. So a realization hook is an incredibly powerful tool for crafting a consultation video, as it enables you to emphasize the difficulties your client is facing and showcase how you plan to fix them. This strategy not only makes the content more relatable for viewers, but also motivates them to book an appointment. So this is really important. If you want to get that viewer booking in your chair, you need to have a realization hook. I explained this in my last video, so make sure to go check that out, and make sure you subscribe so you get loads of free value like this. But a realization hook could look something like, let's say, if you are still getting your crown cut too short in 2025, then this video is for you. So straight away, the person who's watching this, your ideal customer, is going to sit there and think, light bulb moment. I'm getting my hair cut too short and my barber isn't listening to me. So straight away, they're realizing that this video is speaking to them and enticing them to book in or continue watching your content, seeing that you actually understand the problems that your clients are facing, increasing your booking rate time after time after time. And then finally, we come into a relatable hook. These are more for when you want to build authority, when you're trying to get books for your coaching program, or just position yourself as an authority. So a relatable hook, your goal here is to make the viewer think, oh shit, this video is speaking to me. An example of this could be, barbers, if you want to stop cutting 12 to 15 hours a day, then this video is for you. Or another one is, barbers, it's so easy to make 10k a month if you do these next 3 steps. So straight away, you're being relatable. You're showing them what they can do to get to where they want to be and showing them in an easy step-by-step format so that they can follow along and start implementing it straight away. So if you want to stick with those 3 hooks, that is a great way to start your video. So let's go over it again. A visual hook, this is for when you're posting consultations or process videos, more process videos, but you want to make sure that within the first 3 seconds, you're changing that zoom length multiple times to keep it engaging. And then we want to move on to a realization hook, and this is working great when you're with consultation videos because you're making the client realize that they're missing something that they've been looking for this whole time, and you as a barber are listening to that problem. And then finally, a relatable hook. This is great for when you want to drive traffic to lead magnets or your coaching program, and you want to make sure that you're showing the steps that they can take to get to the position that you're in from where they are right now. So you want to highlight the easy foundational steps they can take to get to where they are right now to where they want to be. After we have a hook in place, this is where we come into our storytelling. And this is where you can really highlight your element and your creative flair, because storytelling ultimately is down to you and how you want to tell your content. So some key factors that you want to bear in mind when storytelling: you want to make people stay. So for example, don't just show the haircut, tell a story around it. Instead of just having a bog standard time lapse, add context. Let's build a picture. Who's the client? What's their style transformation? What's a relatable struggle they had before this cut? People connect with stories, not just haircuts. And that is so key. People sit there and they connect with the story between you and your client, showing that authentic feel. People don't just want to see a slapback image. Slapback? People just don't want to see a random image of a haircut on Instagram anymore. It has no backbone. It has no oomph. If you have a genuine connection between you and your client, and that's shown authentically through your content, it will resonate so much more with your viewers. So storytelling is absolutely key. So let's just recap. We covered hooks and storytelling, and now finally we need to direct our viewers by implementing CTAs. So let's go over to our CTAs. Right here, the last step of our 3-step formula to creating professional content as a barber. Let's head on in. So with CTAs, at the end of your video, tell people exactly what you want them to do next. Do you want them to DM you for an appointment, follow you for more tips, or book a coaching call? If you don't ask, they won't take action. You need to tell them exactly what you want to do. Otherwise, they're just going to sit there and swipe past and move on to the next video. You need to direct them, whether that's to your lead magnets, to your YouTube, to your booking link, and turn that viewer into a client. Turn these clicks into clients. Okay, so now we've gone over it in detail. Let's just recap. So, the foundations of hook, storytelling, and call to actions. You want to start with a hook, engage that viewer straight away, and then move on to storytelling, add context to your video, don't just make it a plain Jane video. And finally, you want to add a call to action. You need to tell your audience exactly what you want them to do. Whether you want them to follow you for more tips, DM you for a booking, or book in for a coaching call. If you don't tell them, they won't do it. So now let's head on back into that video.
That was the 3-step formula to constructing professional barbering content. Let's move on to the tools you actually need. Here's what you actually need to start creating professional content. No overpriced cameras, no crazy setups, just the essentials. Number 1, recent iPhones. Androids are fine also, but I've always used iPhones, so I'm just going to stick with that. You want to make sure that your phone is post-pandemic, because otherwise people will start to notice it in your content. A key thing that you want to remember is that your phone needs to be able to shoot in 1080p at a minimum, but you'd rather be able to shoot at 4K. Number 2, a decent microphone. iPhone audio is decent, but if you really want to stand out, you need to invest in those high-end microphones. And before you think you can just buy a cheap microphone on Amazon, you may as well not waste your time, because the iPhone audio quality is better. If I was you, I'd buy something like this, the DJI Mini, because I find that the quality is amazing. If you have a camera, a shotgun microphone will work also. Now let's move on to the next step. Number 3, good lighting. This is by far the most important step. It doesn't matter if you have an iPhone or a £10,000 camera. If your lighting's shit, your footage will be also. Okay, here you go. Here's a shot with just the normal lights on. It's okay, right? But have a look at this. Here's a clip with proper lighting. It's a lot better, right? If you're just starting out, natural light works. But if you want to level up, grab yourself a ring light or a softbox so you can add depth and contrast to your videos. And number 4, finally, make sure to use the editing app. I can't stress enough, if you're editing on the Instagram app, stop it right now. Just download a simple app like CapCut or DaVinci Resolve on your laptop. All right, let's talk about how to find viral ideas that are already working. So what I want you to do is open up your Instagram app and start scrolling through your Explore page. Now with your Explore page open, Go ahead and click on anything that you find engaging that's within your niche and spend 10 minutes saving this to a folder. Okay, so once you've done that, you now have a folder full of viral videos. What I want you to do is sieve through and select the top 10 based on engagement. And this gives you an insight that these videos are already going viral, so it's great material to work off. And then what I want you to do is take these videos away and make your own content based off these, but make sure to be original. Don't go ahead and copy it word for word because people can see through that straight away. People want to see your touch, that's why they're following you. And finally, the biggest kept secret to creating better content. Listen, if you want to get better at creating content, all you have to do is create content. Your first few videos won't be that great. Your 50th video will be better, and your 100th video will be fire. All you have to do is pick up your phone, pick up your camera, and start creating content. All the top barbers did it this way, and so will you. And if you actually want to fast track your progress and learn how to create professional content that actually generates you more clients and more money, make sure to subscribe for more free value like this. Or you can check out my mentorship program and work one-on-one with me. You can book a call using a link down below. Now let's go create some killer content, and I'll see you in the next video.